Hello, this is Andreas from Nordic Tarot, and I've got 3 readings for you for the last 2 weeks of September. Please remember that even the 2 more specific readings, the love and the work reading, they are still general. So if they do not resonate, I'm sorry, but hopefully at least one of the 3 will. And you'll find more information about how to contact me and on the decks I'm using in the description. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy your readings. Hello Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. Let's get into your readings. So, the Oracle card I pulled for you is number 32, Here and Now. The essential meanings are being fully present in the moment, living one day at a time. And the Oracle's message for the general reading is everything happens in the now, in the present. Only this moment counts. You have what it takes to handle anything today if you let go of the need to look into the future or reflect on the past. Be present and notice what is going on right now. This very moment has the potential for you to create miracles in your life. And I very much feel like your general reading is about you kind of taking a beat, stopping for a second, and with the 5 of Swords asking yourself, is it worth it? Like the 5 of Swords is this card that, it's a victory card, but it's a hollow victory. It's a victory where the end might not justify the means. But, detached from all of that, again, what it is asking you is it worth it? And with your other 2 cards, you do have the potential for a very stable new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles, which is, generally a very nice card to get. But then it's immediately followed by the 2 of Pentacles. It's a 2, so it can be about decisions, but it's keeping these 2 pentacles in the air, which implies a lot of work, or that it requires a lot of focus. That it's not going to just come easy, this is going to be something you have to work on. And I don't know, can it go 2 different ways? What if you're an Aquarian getting the question, is it worth it, with the 5 of Swords, and you say, yes, it is worth it, and you get this Ace of Pentacles, which is this stable new beginning. But then maybe you're a different Aquarian, and you say, no, this is not worth it, but then the Ace of Pentacles is still here, that you do start something different with a stable new beginning. But with the 5 of Swords and the Here and Now card, it just feels to me like, okay, let's take a break just for a second and think about where we are at and what's happening, what are you doing, and just reflecting for a second. And speaking of reflecting, let's move on to your love reading with the relationship message. It's easy to yearn for a love affair or friendship you may not have right now. One that is more romantic, more fun, more reliable, more passionate. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need right now, whether you have the relationship you desire or not. Tomorrow is beyond your reach. Yesterday cannot return. The now is all that is available to you. Stay present and aware that in this moment, as you cherish and approve of your beautiful self, you are a magnet for love. Spirit is madly in love with you right now. Did you know that? Turn to Spirit to feel the joy of love in the here and now. So, speaking of being reflective or introspective, you do have the Hermit, which is kind of the card for these kind of questions, like looking inward, and it's a very spiritual card. And it does depict this Hermit. He's on his own with his staff and his lantern, and he's seeking enlightenment. He's seeking some kind of answer. And I feel like this, and I think this involves some kind of loss or something you've grieved over with the 5 of Cups. That there is some grief or some loss, and then you have the 4 of Pentacles, which can be a very defensive energy. This, it's known as the Miser's card sometimes, and this is someone who, like in the original Rider-Waite deck that I used to learn the tarot, it depicts a man who's holding on to, and he's got his feet on some pentacles, and he's very protective of them. And the 4 of Pentacles asks, what is of value to you? What do you value? Is it your time? Is it your love? Is it your attention? Is it someone else's attention that you value? And I feel like the Hermit, being affected by the 5 of Cups, has set out to learn what is of value to Aquarius. And that's what I kind of feel the story is here, that the Hermit is very present and introspective and reflective concerning the 5 of Cups and trying to find an answer for the 4 of Pentacles. Like, for example, let's say you've been in a relationship, or let's say, for example, that you feel like you do not get time to yourself. You don't get some Aquarius time, some me time, where you can just go off and do whatever you want because you just need to be alone and do whatever it is an Aquarian does. So then, for example, the Hermit is in regards to this thing where you used to be in a relationship or something where you maybe, like, for example, maybe it ended because that person was, maybe you were with someone who was too clingy, for example, and they always wanted to know what you were doing and where you were. And not even in a negative way, it's just that you needed more space than what that person was able to provide. And then the end result of that is the Hermit with the Four of Pentacles realizing that me time and spending time alone, even in a relationship, is of great value. And it just looks like it's like I said, it just looks like a very introspective period in regards to love. And even in your work reading, it kind of has this sense of reflection or thinking about something or just like realizing something within yourself. And the prosperity message is, what you're working on is golden and your efforts will leave a powerful legacy. Focus not on meeting a goal in the far future, but on creating your dream now, releasing your desire for an outcome and owning that it already exists. It will appear in the material world as if by magic. Claim your prosperity now. The essence is more important than the form. When you are immersed in prosperous thoughts, you automatically tune in to a sense of timelessness and unlimited potential. You can act as if, in spite of the temporary outer conditions. You are prosperous at that moment. What you think of now becomes your reality. Stay present. So this kind of looks like a transformation to me. I feel like you start out being the Knight of Pentacles, out of all the Knights, and all the Knights are about action and movement and, going somewhere, but out of all the Knights, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest. And maybe that's a very frustrating energy to some of you. But he's very diligent and he's very hardworking and he gets the work done, but in his own time. He's not slow because he's lazy, he's slow because he's meticulous, because he pays attention to details. And where the Oracle's message mentions hard work paying off and your effort paying off, I feel like that is in regards to the Knight of Pentacles. But then the Oracle's message also mentions creating dreams and I feel like the Queen of Cups would be very in tune with that sort of thing. And to me, it looks like the end result of tapping into your dreams or your feelings and kind of realizing what it is you want and what you're working toward will evolve the Knight of Pentacles into the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles being so stable and hardworking, he's also very hardworking like the Knight of Pentacles, but he's the king, he's got mastery of his suit and he's on top. And it looks like, it feels to me as if you've been in, you'll be in this Knight of Pentacles energy and it just feels kind of frustrating in a way maybe, or you've been looking for a way to move on or get past something, and then it's about dipping into intuition and dreaming and fantasies with the Queen of Cups, and then coming out on the other end with your efforts paying off and your hard work and your dreaming all paying off, turning or the potential of transforming into the King of Pentacles. And it is this kind of thing with the Here and Now card as well. What's your dream now? Have you been working towards something based on a dream that you've had? Is it maybe it's okay to look at that dream? Does that still make you feel the same way? Is that still something you want to work toward? And I will just say to cap this off that I know that the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles are both men and the Queen of Cups is a woman, but even if you're a man or someone with a lot of masculine energy, you might still show up as the Queen of Cups. It doesn't feel like different people. It looks to me like a transformation. I just feel like Aquarius are all these people in a sequence. And I don't know, to me it looks quite exciting. It looks like a quite intense transformation here. And I really hope they do well these coming 2 weeks. Thank you so much for watching my video. And like I said in the beginning of the video, if you need more information about the decks I use or how to contact me, you'll find it in the description below. And I do hope that at least one of these readings resonated with you and you got some kind of message from it. And I hope everything finds you well until next time.